Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie and I'm so excited to have you here today for my favorite video to film, which is picking out my monthly TBR with my TBR jar. So if you are new to these videos, a bunch of people on YouTube do these where we have a jar full of prompts and I have my unread books on this cart, but also everywhere. I feel like I just have a lot. I'm just surrounded by books right now. It's a little overwhelming. But I have a bunch of prompts in here. I know it doesn't look like much because this jar is huge, but I'm going to pick out 8 prompts. Last month, I did something a little crazy and I picked out 10 prompts, which was just not smart. So we're gonna do 8 prompts and I think that's going to be really good for me. Without further ado, we're just gonna hop into picking out the prompts and seeing what books I am potentially going to be reading in April. Because this is not set in stone, I am quite a mood reader and I never get to my entire TBR. It just never happens, but you know, it's still fun to do. So let's just get into it. So, shake her up. First prompt. Ooh, okay. A book with your favorite trope. My favorite trope is enemies to lovers. So that would probably be a fantasy book. Okay, so I think for this prompt, I'm gonna go with The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This is one that has been on my TBR for a very long time, and it is one that a lot of people seem to really enjoy. And I know that it is like a true enemies to lovers. So I'm really excited to hopefully get to this in the month of April. This might be the month that I finally read this book. So that's really exciting. So we will go with The Cruel Prince. Prompt number 2. A book with a place in the title. The place in the title. Okay. Let me see. Is Jade City a place? No. No, it is not. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so for this one, I'm gonna go with The Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl. I think this has been on a past TBR of mine, but I clearly did not get to it. Grimrose is the name of the school in the book. It's Grimrose Academy. So this will be book number 2 on April's TBR. Prompt number 3, enemies to lovers. So I am going to do a redraw because I already did one with my favorite trope, which was enemies to lovers. So I'm going to put this to the side. I really love that trope, clearly. Let's see. Oh, click a big one. Sports romance. Okay. I know that I don't have any like here. Let me check KU real quick because I don't have any on my physical TBR, but I do have Kindle Unlimited. So I know that like I could try Mile High again, but I think I'm gonna stick with DNFing that. So for sports romance, I think I'm gonna do Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer. This is book 1 of a duology, and I've been seeing some people reviewing this and they seem to enjoy it. And it is a hockey romance. So yeah, Behind the Net will be book number 3. So yeah, that's exciting to have a KU book on the docket because I really need to make a habit of using KU more. Book number 4. book with 4-star or above rating on Goodreads. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of think about which books I really am interested in reading on this cart, and I'll see what their rating is on Goodreads. I definitely have a few options. I'm between Legendborn, Yours Truly, Finale, so that I could close out the Caraval series. I could do, I think those are the ones that I'm like between. Oh, Project Hail Mary was one. I think I'm gonna go with, where is it? I think I'm gonna go with Finale. This has a 4.18 rating on Goodreads, and I would just love to have completed a series. So yeah, I'm gonna add Finale to my TBR. That is book number 4. We have 4 more. A nonfiction book. Why do I do this to myself? Okay. Every time I get a nonfiction book, I say no. But this time, I am not letting myself. Okay. I know I have nonfiction somewhere here. So this is one of the only nonfiction books that I have physically. This is God Bless This Mess by Hannah Brown. I love Hannah Brown. She was The Bachelorette, and she's gone on to do some really awesome things. And this came out a few years ago, but this is just kind of a memoir. So I am going to be reading God Bless This Mess in April. You know, we're trying to read some different genres. A book that's part of a series. I could have done Finale, but it's fine. Okay, series. I have Ruthless Vow somewhere. That was on my TBR last month, but I've been seeing some really negative reviews, and it just makes me really not want to read it. So I don't think I'm going to right now. I could do Vow of Thieves. Close out 2 series this month. Could do that. I don't really want to like start a new series because I'm in the middle of, well, Caraval, Dance of Thieves, Letters of Enchantment, Throne of Glass. I could also do a non-fantasy book, because I do already have like 3 fantasy books on here. Yours Truly is part of the series. So for part of a series, I'm going to do Abby Jimenez's Yours Truly. This is part of the, it's like part of, isn't it part of your world? It is part of a series, right? I'm not wrong. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm not wrong. I know I'm right. Part of your world. So it's number 2 in a series. It's number 2 in a series that I haven't read the first one for. But I feel like people have read this as a standalone, so I'm going to. I'm going to read it as a standalone. So this is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. And that is book number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 2 more. 2 more prompts. Going down the bottom, come on. I need like a different jar where I can stick my whole hand in. Dealer's Choice. I love myself for putting that in there. I really, really do. Oh, what do I want to read? I mean, it changes by the hour, but what do I think I'm going to want to read? I think I'm going to go with this. This is The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. I've never heard anyone talk about this book, but I bought it on a whim on Book Outlet when they were having like a sale, and it sounds really, really good. It's about witches, obviously, and I'm kind of, oh, it's a YA. The font is pretty big, and I feel like this will be a good one. I feel like we have some really good variety right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 more. This is the last prompt for April. Let's make it a good one. What? Over 500 pages. Thanks, past me. That's really, really nice of you to do that to future me. Okay, it's fine. 500 pages. That's not terrible. Go ahead, just lie to yourself. It's fine. Okay. Yeah. So that's interesting. How many pages are you? I hate the way these pages feel. They're like the I don't know what they're called. That is not 500 pages, and that looks like a very large book, so I'm scared. Okay. Pages for you. Nope. Stunning. Love that for me. This is literally 494 pages. I feel attacked right now. Okay. Yeah, I don't see, no. Okay, so I think my only option is going to be Queen of Shadows. So this is my next book in the Throne of Glass series. I just finished Air of Fire today, actually. And I was gonna read this anyway, so I might as well use it for this prompt. This is like 700 pages. And I can't find another book right now that's over 500 pages that I feel like I will be in the mood for. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Queen of Shadows by SJM. So let's just run through all of the books that I'm going to hopefully be getting to in the month of April. Like I said, it's always subject to change. I am a mood reader through and through. And although I do have books for probably every mood that I probably will have, you know, I could just get this feeling that I want to read a specific book. So first we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, The Grimrose Girls by Laura Pohl, Finale by, I almost said by Caraval, Finale by Stephanie Garber, Behind the Net by, what was her name? Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer, God Bless This Mess by Hannah Brown, Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin, and Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. So I am very excited for this stack. Like I said, I do have a good variety going on here. Some fantasy, some romance, a memoir. Yeah, so super excited. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, definitely be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know down below what you are reading in the month of April. I would love to know. And be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!